It started like any other day in the whirlwind lives of Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. The cameras were flashing, the crowd was buzzing with that familiar energy, and the stage was set for another polished, professional appearance. We've all seen it 100 times. The charming banter, the coordinated outfits, the effortless chemistry that comes from decades together. It's a routine we know and love. But then something shifted. The script was thrown out. The polished performance vanished. And what happened next was so raw, so deeply personal, that it didn't just capture our attention, it captured our hearts. Mark Consuelos, the man we associate with a confident, almost magnetic charisma, did something breathtakingly rare. He set the persona aside and bared his soul. With a sincerity that seemed to catch even Kelly off guard, he began to speak. This wasn't a rehearsed tribute or a soundbite crafted for the evening news. This was a pulse of pure, unfiltered emotion. His voice, steady but thick with a feeling that threatened to overwhelm him, cut through the noise of the entire room. He spoke not as a television star or a public figure, but simply as a husband. A man who has shared a lifetime, over 25 years of mornings, mistakes, triumphs, and quiet moments with the woman standing beside him. He spoke of a gratitude that runs deeper than any headline could capture, an admiration that has only grown with time, and a love that has become the unshakable foundation of his entire world. And in that moment, you could feel the entire room hold its breath. The audience grew still, leaning in as if not to miss a single syllable. Photographers, usually a whirlwind of movement, lowered their cameras, captivated. Even the most seasoned journalists, trained to remain detached, seemed to pause, reminded of the powerful human story unfolding before their lenses. Time itself seemed to slow, granting weight and space to every heartfelt word. Then all eyes turned to Kelly. And her response was perfection. True to her spirit, she didn't overplay it. There was no dramatic gasp, no exaggerated tears. She did what she has always done so beautifully. She let her authenticity speak louder than any spectacle ever could. As Mark's words settled over her, a soft, radiant smile touched her lips. She gently placed a hand over her heart and offered a simple, profound nod. That single, graceful gesture said everything without uttering a single word. It said, "I see you, I hear you, and after all this time, my love, I feel exactly the same way." Why this moment hit us like a tidal wave? Sure, Hollywood is saturated with public displays of affection. We see red carpet kisses, gushing Instagram captions, and carefully managed interviews about partner goals. But this was different. This wasn't a display. It was a revelation. For Mark and Kelly, this moment was about so much more than romance. It was about history. It was the culmination of a shared journey that began with a whirlwind elopement and has since woven through the complexities of building careers, raising a family, and navigating the relentless glare of the public eye. They have built a marriage not in the shadows, but in the spotlight, a place where so many other relationships have tragically faded under the heat. Yet here they are, decades later, standing as a living testament to what love can become when it's nurtured with intention and grit. They reminded us that love isn't just the dizzying passion of the early years. It's the endurance to choose each other day after day. It's the profound respect that grows from truly knowing someone, flaws and all. It's the quiet promise of showing up, especially when the cameras are off and the world isn't watching. For those of us who have followed their journey, this moment was deeply validating. We adore their playful, teasing dynamic on morning television. We admire their partnership in business and their devotion as parents. But this raw vulnerability offered us something even more powerful: permission to believe. It showed us that a lasting, powerful love isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about having the courage to stand before someone you've known for half your life and still find new, profound ways to say, "You amaze me." And it's about having the equal courage to receive that love with an open heart, without deflection or irony. Let's not overlook the quiet strength in Kelly's response. In a world that often encourages us to deflect compliments or downplay deep emotion, her graceful acceptance was its own act of bravery. She didn't brush it off or make a joke to break the tension. She stood in that powerful, vulnerable moment with him, and in doing so, she completed the circle of their connection. The chapter we all got to read. In the wake of such a powerful moment, speculation is inevitable. Was this a spontaneous overflow of feeling, a beautiful one-time event, or does it signal the beginning of a new, even deeper chapter in a story that is still being written? The truth is, no one can say for sure. And perhaps that's the most beautiful part. The best love stories don't need definitive endings or clear-cut plot points. They need living, breathing chapters that evolve, deepen, and surprise us with their resilience. Mark and Kelly's love story is one of those, a narrative that continues to unfold in ways that captivate and inspire. Whatever the future holds for them, one truth remains, undeniable and clear. This unscripted, heartfelt exchange between Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa will be remembered as one of the most genuine and touching moments to ever emerge from Hollywood. Not because it was glamorous, not because it was perfect, but because it was real. And in a world where so much can feel manufactured, curated, and filtered, real is the only thing that ever truly touches the heart and changes us. So, what do you think? Could this be the dawn of a beautiful new era for Mark and Kelly? Or was it simply a rare and precious glimpse into a love that has always been there, timeless, unshakable, and finally revealed in its purest, most powerful form? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share this story with someone who believes in real love and let us know in the comments what this moment meant to you.